Welcome back. This is part two. Had a little interruption there. So, anyway, this is part two to the first part. So, I believe I left off with joy. We were talking about joy. Joy is the strength that carries through trials, and hope. That's the next key, hope. An anchor in uncertain times. That's the one for hope. So we have generosity, joy, hope. And now the next key, which is the fourth key, is kindness. Small acts that ripple, they have a ripple effect. The next key, the fifth key, is integrity. Consistent wholeness when no one is watching. The next key is honesty. Honesty. Truth sets us free. Truth builds trust, and truth leads to freedom. Humility is the next key. Strength under control, not weakness. No, humility is strength under control, not weakness. The next love, Love, love. The foundation. Love is the key. That's right. Love is definitely the most powerful key. The next one is peace. Peace, 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 peace. Many people wonder about peace. They desire to have peace. What is peace? Both personal and communal. Building bridges. So let's just take a pause here so I can check the chat right now. And as I ask each and every one of you, what is the key that you need? There's a key for each and every one of us. What key do you need? What resonates with you? What word comes to mind when you think about the keys? Not just any keys, but the keys that will unlock the victories and prosperity in your life, in our lives. We need to know the keys. We need to know the principles. We need to know so that we can implement those keys into everything so that we can be successful. And what are some additional keys that you thought about? I like to invite each and every one of you to suggest other keys of value. Perhaps patience, courage, faith. You can think of some other keys that are relevant. Can you think of some keys that are relevant? Balance. We all need balance. So let's highlight one or two new keys. Yes, let's highlight one or two new keys. Balance is one. Another one could be self-control or discipline. So many different keys. It's amazing. And this is a call to empowered living. I like to encourage all of you to pick one key to focus on this week and go back and focus on the words victorious and prosperous. And remember, it is not a moment, it is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle, not only for a moment. And in closing, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining in. I'm going to give a quick recap of the keys one more time. I'd like to invite each and every one of you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and connect. Definitely want to hear from you. Your voice needs to be heard. Shifrah Yocheved Yisrael at gmail.com. But before we go, I'd like to bless us with a strong prayer, prophetic prayer, and affirmations of empowerment. Most definitely. So, this is a quick recap of the keys. The first key, generosity. The second key, joy. The eighth key, keys, so that we can definitely make it in our families, our friends, our neighbors, our associates, our colleagues. Everywhere we go, we need to be carrying vital information that somebody needs, that which is prophetic, that which is the truth. And in closing, I like to say a prayer of blessing and an affirmation of empowerment before we leave, before we disconnect from this live. Oh, Adonai, bless us and keep us. Give us all that we need pertaining to this life so that we can be a blessing to many, many nations and many generations. And we thank you. We give you all glory, honor, and praise. And we acknowledge you as our true power source in every season. Definitely. May we always have affirmations so that we can affirm what's being spoken. Yeah, so that concludes our time in talking about the keys. The keys. Not just any keys, but these are the keys to the kingdom lifestyle so that we can prosper, so that we can be victorious, so that we can be a blessing to others. In order for us to be successful, we need to always keep in mind that we have to help others, that we have to be a blessing to others. Thank you so much for joining in. Nitra Franklin, how are you doing? Talking about the keys to kingdom building. That's right. Many different keys. And we need those keys so we can build well. We need those keys so that we can definitely implement it into our lives every single day of the week. Definitely. And in closing, before we close, I'm going to recap the keys again, and then we will close out. May we always express gratitude to our Maker, our Creator, in every situation, every season, everywhere we go, understanding that we are blessed to be a blessing and that there's no greater blessing, there's no greater miracle than love, Love. So let's keys again. And I believe there are like 9 keys. I didn't actually count them. But the first key is generosity. The second key is joy. The next key is hope, kindness, integrity, honesty, humility, love, peace. And of course, there are many keys, but we need to definitely use the keys so we can unlock the blessings, the fulfilled promises, the miracle, and everything else that is so good and sweet in this land. Just remember that we are here so we can fund the kingdom and so that we can build the kingdom way. We are here so we can fund the kingdom and so that we can build the kingdom way. Thank you so much for watching, and blessings to each and every one of you. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, connect. Definitely want to hear from you. Let your voice be heard. Shout it from the mountaintop, the roof, and everywhere else in between. Do not be silent. Please do not be silent. Do not be silent. Let your voices be heard. Again, this is from here on in, Everett Alman.